Hitman Trademark is a third-person stealth action game developed by IO Interactive and published by Square Enix, and it's also the 6th game in the famous Hitman franchise. I love the Hitman games, and I recently reviewed Blood Money just to prepare myself for this game. And before we get into the actual game, I have to know two things. First of all, it's always online. If you don't like it, don't buy this game, you're gonna hate it. There are multiple server issues, I didn't find them actually, but a lot of people are complaining about them. And also the game is being released episodically. So honestly I recommend you actually wait for this game to be fully released before actually buying it. Even though, honestly, I think it's worth buying right now, or at least buy the intro pack, but don't waste your money on the full experience, because if you aren't gonna enjoy the game, at least you only spent around 13 euros. But otherwise you've spent 50 euros, and that's a lot of money. Also, this review is just for episode 1 only. When the second episode will come out, I will remake a review of that, and when the third one comes out, of that as well. So guys, be sure to check them out when they come out. The story is... the story. Well, you have 3 levels. 2 of those are basically the prologue tutorial levels, where you're playing the first missions of Agent 47 when he was being introduced in the agency. And after that, you see a quick montage of him killing a bunch of people. And then you get to the Paris mission, where you kill another guy. And honestly, with this episodic formula, the game doesn't really work on a story level, because I honestly don't know if there is even a story right now. There is a guy who appears and disappears in a couple of the cutscenes that you see, but other than that, this is supposed to be a sequel to Absolution. It's a convoluted mess, and honestly I won't even rate the story because it's basically non-existent, and honestly I don't even mind it that much. The game uses the Frostbite engine, which is the same one as Absolution, and the game looks spectacular on the highest settings. The level design is fan-freaking-tastic, and every single level is full of little details, it's full of little secrets, every single room feels different from the other, and you get to know these big-ass areas really well, really quick. However, there are a couple of issues right now. First of all, if you don't have a really powerful computer, some of the options are grayed out, which means you can't change the texture resolution, you can't set some of the post-processing effects, you can't set shadow resolution high, and I had to play the entire game with everything on low. And there's the other issue. The performance is not all that great, it's really wonky. In open areas I got around 25 FPS on average, and in inside areas around 35-40 FPS, which isn't really bad in my opinion. I'm used to playing games with really horrible frame rate, but other players are complaining about it. Also there are problems with DirectX 12, I played it with DirectX 11, I don't have Windows 10, so I didn't really care about that. But yeah, the game looks fantastic, it is very well done graphically, but there are multiple issues right now, and I have to take that into consideration, so be warned, at least until there isn't a really good patch that fixes everything. I was not excited for this game, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of skeptical after Absolution. They changed a lot of things and I wasn't happy. But with Hitman Trademark, they fixed almost every single issue I had with Absolution. First of all, you basically have only one level to play in, because the prologue levels, they're really small, really not all that fun. The Paris mission. And this comes from a guy who spent 50 hours playing Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, which was basically just a single map. This level is fantastic. It's easily in the top 5 best Hitman levels so far. It's full of different things to do. There are a ton of disguises to find. There are many ways to kill your targets. They changed many aspects of the game. Let's go, the shooting. You don't have that stupid let's slow down time and mark every single target and then shoot them and he always hits them. There is none of that bullshit. It's all based on your skill. If you can actually take a shot, take it. And you also don't have a health bar, but you have regenerating health. But it goes down really fast. And I tried playing this game multiple times just with a rifle or with a pistol trying to kill everyone going loud, which I love to do that in stealth games, and it was extremely hard, and I only managed to do that once when I was just in a room with a lot of ammunitions and with enemies coming into the door just one by one, because otherwise it's extremely hard and you die really easily, so stealth is always the better option. They've also added the opportunity system. Sometimes some people are talking in the environment about something, you can try to eavesdrop and boom! Oh wait, maybe I can try to disguise myself as the Sheikh to go upstairs at the secret meeting, take part in the secret meeting, bid, then go in the office where I'm being called by the target that I have to kill, and then make a chandelier drop on her head that kills her instantly. And there are around probably 10 opportunities in this game, and there are a lot. And that's not even counting just what you can do as a player. You can try to take a bodyguard disguise and just wait for the perfect shot. You can try to poison the food, make your target go to the bathroom, then enter there and drown him in the toilet, which is just disgusting. And that's not even half of it. They've also really improved contract mode. With just one single level, I've played some of the best contracts in Hitman contracts history, because in Absolution it was really weird, it was basically kind of a beta, it wasn't done all that well. But here it's done really damn well, and I enjoyed playing it. Also, there is escalation mode. And this mode is probably some of the most fun I had played this game, because it consists of 5 levels of difficulty. It starts out with telling you kill this character and go away. Then the second level is kill this character and pick up this object. The third level is kill this character, pick up that object and kill this other character with a kitchen knife. Okay, fourth level, kill all the characters in 90 seconds, one from another, and then hide the bodies. And it gets really hard. And it was fantastic. And honestly, I had a lot of fun playing this game. I was really ready to go really hard on this game, to tell you guys, no, it's a horrible piece of shit, it's not done well, the episodic system doesn't work out really well, guys, don't buy this game. But I had a blast playing it. I've played around 7 hours in 2 days, which never happens to me. Just with really great games happens to me, with The Witcher 3 and Metal Gear Solid 5 in the last couple of years. That's a statement, guys. I loved playing this game. And also, there are going to be elusive targets. Targets that appear just once, that you have to kill in whatever way you want, but if you don't manage to kill them and they escape, you're gonna lose them. So, the gameplay is fantastic, and honestly, I did not expect that. They improved pretty much every single aspect from Absolution, and they went back to the roots of blood money, which I always love. The game isn't necessarily challenging. As I've already said, you don't have that much health, but you can still manage to kill a couple of guards if you're well hidden, and I was kinda surprised that there isn't different difficulty modes. However, guys, with this escalation mode, you won't have any problems finding your challenge. That is probably some of the hardest Hitman contracts I had to do. And oh boy, they're hard, they're really hard. And also the AI has been improved. Some of it is still kind of idiotic, sometimes it just stands in the doorway, but most of the time they work out really well. And I like how not every single guard can see you. There are actually different threats, which makes sense because not every single guard or not every single staff member of the palace is gonna recognize another staff member, but a couple of them will. For example, the one who gave you your job is gonna know every single one. That makes sense to me. And honestly, I thought that was pretty well done. It's a really welcome change in the game, and I loved it. Sound-wise, I don't think Jasper Kidd will ever come back to this series, and the soundtrack is relatively fun and there isn't much music in the game, but the sound effects and voice acting are top notch as always with Hitman games, and there is really good sound in the game, even though I would have liked a bit more of the classic Jasper Kidd Hitman soundtrack, but we don't have him anymore, so oh well. It all depends on how much you want to take out from the game. if you want to complete every single different feat, if you want to find every single discovery, if you want to do everything in the game, it can take even more than 10 hours in my opinion. Plus you also have contract mode, and even with just buying the intro pack, I think this is a game that is really well done and is worth buying. You get a lot of content with just 13 euros. Overall, I'm kinda surprised saying this, but Hitman trademark is a fantastic Hitman experience. Even though right now there are many bugs related to its engine and to its graphics, the gameplay is top notch. I had a blast playing this game and I can't wait to play even more of the Paris level and then play the other levels that are gonna unlock, plus try to kill the elusive targets, complete escalation mode different times. It's probably gonna last a lot of years. Well, probably not a lot of years. But still, it's a really fun game. It's very fun, and if you're still on the edge, if you're saying, yeah, but I don't really trust you for some reason, if you love Hitman games, especially if you loved Blood Money, buy this game right now. And honestly, try the intro pack, because if you actually enjoy the game, like myself, you can also buy the upgrade to the full experience, which is just 10 euros short of the full experience. But still guys, if you played Hitman trademark, do you wanna play it? And also, tell me in the comments below which is your favorite Hitman. A lot of people loved Absolution, a lot more people loved Blood Money, and some actually even loved Contracts. No one loves the first one. It's really old. But still guys, thanks as always for watching, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.